Hello teacher, my name is Hector Raúl Osorio Lozada and this is my research project presentation, which was the advantages of using reading clubs to help students improve their English level meanwhile they acquire interest in currently issues. Okay, first, this is the content of my presentation. We have a general presentation. We are going to talk about the advantages of the project itself. We're going to talk about the problem description, the general objective, the aims, the research design, the data analysis and results, findings and conclusions, some images from the project, and my advisor teacher's feedback. Okay, about the general presentations, I did my research project at Nucefa School. It's Nuestra Señora de Fatima School. That school, as you can see in the image, it belongs to the National Police. This school is located in Cúcuta, Norte de Santander, and I did my research project with 10 graders. Okay, then we're going to talk about the name of my research. The advantages of using reading clubs to help students improve their English level meanwhile they acquire interest in current issues. Uh, uh, Very important. What I decided to do that is because I think that project can help students to get a language and of course can create a good habit to students for good because according with I found the students don't like reading. They don't have this habit, and of course, this habit is a very important thing that students must do. So we as teachers must uh, make students get this habit, not only for English but for also all other subjects that the students may have. The problem descriptions especially focus on two aspects, the reading comprehension. We found that students don't really comprehend what they read, even in their native languages. They don't really understand. That's why the results of some evaluations, general and national evaluations, are really low. And maybe that is due to students feel a deep dislike for reading. They don't really like to read. So that's why we need to uh, uh, enforce this habit in students. The general objective of my research project was to analyze how a 30-minute reading class about environmental aspects can help students create an ecological conscious while they learn the language. Why I included a specific topic like environmental issues? Because nowadays young people are getting very interested in this topic, in taking care uh, of the environment, and that's why I consider that this topic can result interesting for most of the students. The aims of this project were to wake up a deeper conscience about the care we have to take with our environment in students, to alternate the study of an interesting and factual topic with reading skill development, and to make the students learn general and specific vocabulary. The research design that I decided to use was the qualitative method, which is based on surveys and data analysis. Here we have some figures about the data that we search and the results. This is a language comprehension average taken from NICFES in 2016. It shows that the trend is below the median. So that means that the results were really low from 2010 to 2014. That means that the language level of students is below the results desired. Another figure shows about English as a foreign language, taken from NICFES as well. It shows that the trend has increased a little bit, but is still low if we compare with other countries. So in 2014, it shows the highest average, which was 55%, but anyway, this is still low. Then we find this survey that I applied to some students and some teachers with those 5 questions. I applied to 10 graders. The results and the results of the PISA reading test results were the following. Colombia is in the place 54 with 426 points. The minimum average is placed in the 27th position with 493 points. So Colombia is below from smaller countries like Lithuania, Chipre, Chile, or Uruguay. And according to the survey, we could find that 70% of students don't like to read, 50% of students don't find interest in any reading, and only 30% of students will be willing to take part in a reading club. Finally, I can show these images from the students of Nucefa School when I did my presentation. This is the students doing a reading activity, and that's me leading a reading activity with students of 10th grade. Finally, this is my advisor teacher, Joana Rincon Duarte, and this is her feedback.
Teacher Osorio, good afternoon. I wanted to take the opportunity to thank you for your performance during your practices in our institution. We enjoyed a lot having you here, and it was, I hope, for you also a very nice opportunity to work. We are also still very interested in the process of investigation that you are running. So in case you need any further research or practice, the doors in our institution are open. Any other feedback that you want to get, we will be happy to see you again. Maybe set a date so we can talk. But above everything, I would really like you to know that we were very happy having you here, and we wish you a lot of success in your studies. We can talk later if you want to.
Okay, teacher, that's my presentation, and thank you very much.